This is not Jim Crow. This is America in the 21st century. And this court, you know, sometimes we hear people talking about a liberal court. Well, this court that even has a member of the judiciary appointed by the current president, when they looked at the law, looked at racism, systemic racism, looked at the patterns and looked at the facts, had to declare nothing else needs to be said about this. It was, in fact, surgical racism, and it has no place in our modern day democracy. To fight for same-day registration and early voting, 16 and 17-year-olds to be able to pre-register. This was an attempt to hold back a reconstruction of the South. This was an attempt to suppress the vote and to suppress the hopes and the dreams and the desires, not only of North Carolinians, but across the state. God chose us in North Carolina to stand up. We stood up. We fought for 3 hard years per capita. In 2008, that legislature spent $6 million of taxpayer money, $6 million, to fight citizens in their right for voting rights, and they lost. And they lost. And this is the day that proves the South will rise again, but not like that old South. It will rise in new ways of diversity and with new power and without this form of voter suppression. And to God be the glory, as Ms. Perry has said.
It's important to note that the Supreme Court made no ruling today on the merits of voter ID. This got gummed up when the new governor, a Democrat, said that he didn't want the Supreme Court to hear the case. And so the Supreme Court decided this on a technicality. Voter ID is still the law in a dozen states. Many states have a photo voter ID standard in place that is much stricter than what North Carolina passed. So the legislature will take another look at this, and eventually North Carolina will be treated like other states and will have photo voter ID in place, and that's what the citizens want. In poll after poll, yeah, that is a horrendous accusation, and there's no truth to it. Photo voter ID is popular with all demographic groups across North Carolina. It has majority support among whites, blacks, men, women, Republicans, Democrats, unaffiliated voters. Everybody benefits from having belief that the system is fair and secure, and that's what we will see in North Carolina.